Hi guys, welcome to the Australian Study Bee. I'm Yuki, and my teacher is Josie. My topic is Elizabeth Macquarie and how she helped the development of New South Wales and assisted the town planning of colony at that time. The introduction is mainly about the person in my argument. As we know, Elizabeth Macquarie is the second wife of Lachlan Macquarie, and she also is the youngest daughter of John Kemper. Now I consist she helped the colony a lot, which demonstrated in a range of part of the colony life. Why I think this way I will explain to you in the next slides. Moving to the background, it is undeniable she is a lady with esteem. However, in her early years, she just a girl who spent the most time in school and have to obey her father with authority. She made her cousin, Lachlan, who became her husband in the future, in a funeral. After that, they engaged and married. After the marriage, Elizabeth came to Australia with her husband. On a trip to his new posting and recorded the journey in a volume entity diary of journey from England to New South Wales, 1809. After that, they back to England, and Elizabeth Macquarie became a widow after her husband died. The colony at that time was illustrated a trend which became better and flourished. Meanwhile, there were some political problems like revolution, immigration, and so on. However, follow the lead of Macquarie's, everything demonstrated better than ever. Well, 1792, the settlement was looking more secure, and 1909, Elizabeth and Macquarie came to New South Wales with Major General Lachlan Macquarie, who took over control of the colony. By 1815, Macquarie's Sydney was a very flourish and prosperous town, and in the 1817, Governor Macquarie decided to build the house with stones. In the early 1820s, Sydney saw a glimpse of itself as a civil society. In terms of the primary source, I think the Miss Macquarie's chair could be a cogent evidence of how people showed the respect to Elizabeth Macquarie. Miss Macquarie's chair is a stone seat that was handcrafted out of a rock overhang by victims in 1810. Time Miss Macquarie loved the harbour, she often took harbourside strolls, and the spot was her favourite place of relaxation. Folklore has it that she used to sit on the rock and watch for ships from Great Britain sailing into the harbour. And the type, I think, is a sculpture, which is kind of artwork, and the origin is 1810, made by convicts. Additionally, the evidence of town planning. As we know, she is good at design. She planned the road running round the inside of government domain to the point which, like the road, was named after her. The road is which I have circled on the picture. This road. Also, with the help of Elizabeth MacArthur, they introduced the skills of haymaking into New South Wales. And meanwhile, she had bought from England a collection of books on architecture which were useful to her husband and his architect, Francis Greenway. In addition, she also participated in the rebuild of St. John's Church of England at Parramatta, which is the picture below. This one. Furthermore, Elizabeth Macquarie also displayed particular concern for female convicts and was interested in ensuring that all people, including the colony's Aboriginal inhabitants, were treated equally by the state. However, even though a lot of people said she is a good woman, there is some against of her, because someone said the food nation is not enough and she is stingy, or they think she thoughts is always unrealistic. Well, the conclusion. I still think Elizabeth made development of the colony of New South Wales at that time because, well, she introduced new skills and she is very support his husband, which is a very important figure in the Australian history. Besides, in terms of the roads, landmarks, and buildings, there are still some constructions with her name are existing today in memory of Elizabeth Macquarie, and with the help of Elizabeth MacArthur, she is said to have pioneered haymaking in the colony, as I said before. And the fourth, I think, she tried to improve the life of female convict and Aboriginal at that time, which is really straightforward because at that time I think not many people thinking about equal. They just want to have food or have some shelter. No one think about equal. So I do think Elizabeth helped the colony at that time a lot, and I think this PowerPoint may be useful to the students, which learning the Macquarie era, and it's helpful to the people who want to know about what achievements that Elizabeth Macquarie did. And here is the reference list. Thank you for your listening.